got a problem with things being bigger than you mentally, right? Now I see why. I had pick up this Amazon job and they're training you to drive big vans, right? And now that I am on the road, other cars just feel like the trucks them don't feel as trucks feel. You know what I mean? At least how they used to feel. Like before, when a truck next to me, I know a truck next to me, like, you know, you could feel like an energy shift, you know. But now they just feel like slightly bigger than my work truck. So it's like now something that was so big, my mind done trained to make it feel smaller. So now the dangerous part, which is why you need the training, because you can't just be driving around feeling like you're bigger than everybody else on the road, you know, which is a big thing up here, them big pickup men and stuff. But anyway, if I'm Florida, you know what I mean. But like now the car them smaller than you, so in your head, you know what I mean. Not like, and it's all subconscious now too. So like they're smaller than you, you gotta know how to operate when you're driving that bigger van, you know. So I said that to say, like, when things feel bigger than you in life, like money, like you want freedom, but you ain't actually think you could get it, right? When you really check yourself, you ain't actually think you could get it. So you ain't actually doing what you're supposed to do, even though you don't start your manifestation study and all of that there. You know what I mean? You still ain't doing what you're supposed to do because you ain't actually think you could get it deep down. But you gotta rewire your subconscious mind to fix your paradigm, you know, and align with your reality. Because you're already attracting it. But anyway, you feel like it's bigger than you, right? And I was living like that. How long now? But out of that now, thank God. Right? Thank God. So you gotta make it smaller to you. Make $1 million sound small. Play with the numbers. You got calculators on your phone. Just move on the numbers. How much I would gotta make a month? Then that mean I would got to do this much work for that and make this much product, or you know, something else, whatever. See this much clients, charge this much for what I done charging before, add this much more value to it, you know. You gotta repackage this, you gotta fix that. Repackage your life in a certain way that you could make that a reasonable amount to you realistically right now, but small it up in your head so that it feels smaller than you, you know. And then because it's smaller than you, you ain't gonna really fight to kill up yourself to get it or don't get it, you know. It's whatever. You still want it, you know. I ain't ignoring the cars on the road now because it's smaller than me in my head, because I'm driving a bigger van for a long time now and it feel like normal now. It's just like you still acknowledge that that's the danger, because at the end of the day, you know, you still physically smaller than you be mentally, spiritually, right? All your energy don't compress into this physical form, right? But yeah, make it smaller than you. Play with the numbers, move on things, and then eventually you ain't gonna feel tied down by achieving it or not achieving it, because you're gonna always got something else you're working towards. Because now that that's smaller than you, you're gonna chase the next thing that you think bigger than you. So it's just a loop that is, you know, it's a good loop to be on, to be honest. We in the Matrix, sure, but I mean the Matrix in you. In you. You gotta get it out of you. You know? You ain't in it, in you. You know, you ain't in the Matrix in you. So you design this thing. I was watching a license plate the other day and the lights was on, right? I like the lights was blinking, the blinkers was on. A lot of other blinkers was on too. I was in the warehouse. And the numbers keep jumping, you know? Like no matter how hard I try to focus, when I'm watching that license plate with all the lights flickering at different times and whatever, like my eye catching the image at different, I don't know, heights, different coordinates, whatever. It just kept jumping, right? And I was like, shit, bro, we really like processing all of this environmental information and flipping it in your brain because it's coming in upside down through your eyes initially. Like, and all of that is because the light changing and going and coming and going and coming, right? Your receptors just ain't fast enough to catch it to the point where like you ain't even seeing it jump, you know? But anyway, slower receptors would not be able to see it jump. Fast, I mean, you're seeing every single movement. You know, you're seeing where you could track it, you know? Make it seem smaller than you mentally. Keep doing the work to get it and do more. If that's what coming to your head to do more and do what, then do it. And make it smaller than you. Focus on the next thing that's bigger than you. Cause doing that, focus on what's smaller than you, not on your small wins, of course. But don't forget about thinking bigger, you know? Keep thinking bigger. And every time you think about something bigger, find a way to make it smaller than you. And you're gonna be a loop. You're gonna go from I hate it here to I love it anyway. No advice as usual, just a suggestion. Be easy.